welcome back to the channel. It's Samantha. Thank you so much for joining me. So in this video, I'm going to share my results of the day one of the Grow and Glow challenge, which I've just started yesterday. So first things first, I checked the length of my hair. So this is after I'd trimmed it. I actually realized it is quite difficult to measure your own hair, but anyway, I did the best that I could, and I'm going to keep it consistent in terms of where I measure and also how I measure. So I made sure that the zero was right where the hair starts, so right at the roots, and then stretched it as much as I could, and then checked where it ended. It was, simple as that. It sounds simple, but actually it's quite tricky to do. But anyway, that's my length. So at the moment, my hair is measuring 6.5 inches, so 6.5 inches. That's where it measured over there. And what I'll do is at the end of the challenge, I will measure the exact same spot, and it'll be quite easy because my hair is in braids. So I'll just undo the same braid and we'll see what the length will be at the end. So I just braided it up because I wasn't going to leave it undone. So basically I braided it up again, and then we'll see at the end of the challenge whether or not I've managed to reach my goal, which is to grow at least half an inch and retain it during the month. So I then had my breakfast, and I made sure that I had some protein. So I had a couple of eggs. Eggs are a really good source of protein, and they also provide some cholesterol, so some fats, which are good for skin. So protein is really, really important when it comes to hair growth. So you must try and incorporate protein into every meal. It doesn't have to be in your snacks, but at least if you can have some protein with your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that will be ideal. So I'm also using things like coconut oil to make my meals. I usually use things like coconut oils and olive oil, but they're just better fats when it comes to cooking with. I also had a coffee. I like a coffee in the morning, but just to maintain the challenge, what I did was actually use the skimmed milk, which is not something I do on a regular basis. And then I went for a walk because I do have a goal to walk 6,000 steps in a day. So I went for a walk. Yes, it was windy and it was drizzling. It wasn't pouring, but it was drizzling. But I wasn't going to use that as an excuse not to go for the walk. So I just put on some warm clothes, got my raincoat on, and got my brolly out and went for the walk. And I actually enjoyed it. It was really therapeutic. All this mindfulness that I was practicing, listening to that wind, it actually wasn't bad. So whilst I was out on the walk, I killed two birds with one stone, because then I went to the shops and I actually stocked up on my groceries. So I got lots of fruits and vegetables so that I get the fiber, I get the vitamins, minerals, things like bananas have potassium in them, which is really good for hair growth, etc. And vitamin C is important for the immune system, but it's also good because it stimulates collagen production. And I also want to reduce the amount of caffeine that I'll be drinking. So most of the time I was drinking either water or squash or caffeine-free tea, and I love peppermint tea. It's one of my favorites, so that's what I was having most of the time. And I made it in a flask so that if I'm out and about, then it doesn't get cold. So that's why you see I put it in a flask there. So I made sure that I drank at least 2 liters of water, and I'm happy with that. And what I've decided to do on this challenge is to take supplements. So I don't normally take supplements. I did at the very start of my journey, and what I've decided is to take them again just to optimize everything. So I'm taking some silica, which is good for maintaining healthy hair, skin, and nails, and I also took biotin. So biotin is also really good for hair growth, and I'm taking 5,000 micrograms, and I'm also taking vitamin D because it's getting dark, we don't get as much sunlight, and being dark skinned, I don't absorb as much vitamin D. So yeah, there's my evidence. I've picked up this little pedometer, which is going to help me to keep on track when it comes to my steps. And there you go, I hit my goal. So I managed to walk 6,277 steps yesterday. Really pleased about that, and I hope that I will maintain it. And then at the end of the day, I did my nighttime routine. So what I do want to mention here is that it's important for you to brush your teeth before you wash your face and apply moisturizer, serums, and the rest of it. The reason being, your toothpaste could react with your product, so you really don't want that. And also, if you're going to apply, moisturizers, serums, etc., you don't want to then wash them off after you've brushed your teeth and when you're rinsing. So yeah, brush your teeth before you wash your face. So this is the cleanser I'm using. I do have oily skin, so I prefer to use foaming cleansers, and I'm just using CeraVe at the moment. I've been using it for about a couple of weeks, and that's the one I'm going to go with. Most of the time I use Neutrogena, either the pink one with the pink grapefruit or the orange one, as long as it's got salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is really good for exfoliating the skin and also soothing irritated skin and spots. And I do have some problem areas, and therefore I do want to kind of focus on these as well. So I double cleansed. So at night, wash your face twice. So it looks like I did it once, but I actually did it twice. And then after I washed my face for the second time, I just patted it dry, and then I applied the serum. So this has got both alpha hydroxy acids, so AHA, and beta hydroxy acids, which are BHA. So I read a little bit about exfoliants, and I have some hyperpigmentation, which I'm trying to sort out and targeting there. And if you do have hyperpigmentation, then it's recommended that you don't use physical scrubs or exfoliants, because they can stimulate hyperpigmentation. So we're using more of a chemical exfoliant with a beta hydroxy acid, etc. And then I moisturize. So it's important to moisturize the skin, and I'm just applying a moisturizer. So the order in which you apply your products or use your products is important. And if you'd like me to do a more detailed skin routine, then please do comment in the comment section, and I will make sure that I create a more detailed video explaining the steps that I'll be taking, etc. So yeah, I managed to do all that. Really happy with day one, and I'm actually motivated to do day two. I know some people commented on my last video that they'll be joining me, so I'm really excited about that. So thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments if you are joining me on this channel, because it's going to be really exciting, and we are going to support each other and motivate each other. Thanks to everybody who subscribed to my channel so far. If you haven't, then please do subscribe, and also please give this video a thumbs up and sign up for notifications. So I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, take care, my lovelies.